Hi guys, my name is Maria Feekes and I'm the founder of the SMARTPath Fertility International. If you're on this channel, it means that perhaps fertility world is not far away from your life. Yes, unfortunately, many of us have challenges in the fertility world, and we have been faced with some choices that we wish we never had to go through. Yes, for me, the journey started differently. Yes, I am a mom of 3 kids. I never paid attention to my pregnancies. Everything was super easy. I think I was even skipping some doctor's appointments, and I was probably one of those moms that never had any questions. When they try to explain or say, do you have questions? Like, no, everything is fine. Yes, so I really have taken those baby journeys for granted. And then one day, one of my friends, dear friends, we learned that she's going through the fertility journey. And just probably like many of you, you keep this information private. You don't know if you could be accepted or not. You feel that the journey is very lonely. So we did not know about my friend for the longest time. But then the miracle has happened, and after many rounds of IVFs and treatments, she got pregnant. We were celebrating the baby shower. She was going after that to the hospital, and the baby was lost on the way to the hospital. Okay. I think, I'm still, crying thinking about that. But I watched my friend being so devastated. I watched my friend kind of fading away. Yes, it's kind of sorrow that you're going through that you cannot even, you cannot share. I think only families, only people, only moms and dads that are going through the fertility can fully understand how low that low feels. Yes, we didn't know what to say. We didn't know how to support. But we all remembered that, yes, the fertility cannot be taken for granted, and that there are many people around us that are suffering through that. Happy ending though, my friend, then after probably a year or maybe 2 years, she was able to go through more fertility treatments. I don't know really details because again, it was very private, but she was able to get pregnant, and she's a happy mom. She and her husband of a wonderful child who is quite not little anymore. Yes, but anyway, so that's how fertility has touched me. So when the opportunity, it's at least elevated my awareness that this world exists. Okay. And so when the opportunity presented to be part of the fertility journeys, to lead an incredible team, to lead incredible families through their journeys, I jumped on it. And so I have been in fertility for more than 6 years now. Okay, have been fortunate to lead over 500 families through various type of journeys. And just, recently I have started, actually, separated from another company, but I started, my own company, SMARTPath Fertility International. And so this is our channel, and we're going to be sharing a lot of the information, a lot of the details here. Okay. The vision is really not to regurgitate things that you already could find online. It's really easy, I think, to become an information expert. It's not hidden. Yes, you have everything at your fingertips. You have ChatGPT, you have so many podcasts, you have so many research papers, right? What is not easy, guys, and I know it for a fact, again, because we walk so many journeys, and we also walk through some incredible situations, because a big portion of my work was actually dealing with the fertility, specifically with the surrogacy in Ukraine. Okay. And so, when the war has broke down, it was not something it's not your typical situation. We were probably the only agency that, stayed and said, we're not going to exercise force majeure or anything, and we're going to continue the journeys, right? But it taught us a lot. And what it really taught us also that you could find medicine, you could find doctors, you could find, logistics from the perspective of, just following the protocols, right, of the medical process. But what you cannot find is the heart and care. The heart and care that goes beyond just here is my job description, right? The kind of commitment that means that you could call me at any time. Every single family has access to my cell number, yes, and same is to my team members. We are there for you, not just in words. We are there with you through every single step of the way, okay? And so I want to share some of those best practices that we have learned through every of those journeys, and different intricacies of the journeys. Another thing that I think is important is, so when I jumped 6 years ago on this fertility journey path, I think I felt the same way as you guys are feeling, meaning that it comes at you so fast, right? Like, none of us were born to say, gosh, like, we're going to be dealing with the fertility. And when I'm saying us, like, I'm also talking to you right now as intended parents, or maybe to you, dear surrogates, gestational carriers, or to you, egg donors or sperm donors, right? You did not know that, there is no manual. You were not born with all of this information. And the moment you were faced with it, it kind of came to you as you felt like you drinking from the fire hose, right? Like, I don't have a better way of explaining it. It starts with maybe, some questions. Yes, we need to have fertility treatments, but then it's immediately goes into many passes. But what kind of fertility treatment? Am I doing the right decision? Am I really understanding all of the opportunities and possibilities that exist? What about, do you create embryos using your biomaterial, your eggs, your sperm, or do we need to have donors, and why donors? Or if I'm over a certain age, like, does it mean that I cannot have chance at having embryo with my own biomaterial? Some doctors are telling me, no, if I'm over 35, this is not possible. But I'm hearing about some other miracles. Yes, well, it is possible. So what are the pros and cons? What about pre-implantation genetic testing? So many people, are divided. Why divided? But can I ask more questions? Can I make an informed decision for myself as a parent? And the list would go on and on and on. So my goal, guys, is not to repeat the information that you find. Yes, we're going to give some fundamentals, and we're going to give some basics that you understand the terminology, because there is also many misconceptions, misunderstanding. But the most important role that I think my team and I will be playing, and also the guests that we will be inviting, is really equipping you with different critical questions, right? It's showing pros and cons. And then so you could come to your doctors, you could come to your teams, and then you could be asking, more specific things, and making decisions that is the best for you based on what you believe in, based on your priorities, and so forth. Okay, so I cannot wait to see you here with us. For some, we're gonna try to do shorter videos, because we know everyone keeps telling us, and you could see, like, I'm not professional. This is actually my kids' room, and they, I don't know if you could see, but there is, there is a ton of equipment, but they're good at social media, and I am not. But I said, we'll find it out. So, but we keep hearing there needs to be shorter messages. I know some topics that I'm going to be reviewing, and some guests that will be coming. It might be longer, because there is just so many fascinating things and so much information to share with you. Maybe if it's going to become too boring or something, we're going to try to then cut some of those pieces so it's shorter segments for you, and we really could highlight what is the specific question we are reviewing. Anyway, but we will go from there. Guys, I don't know where you are right now in your journey, so I want to say, breathe. It is possible. There have been many, many people already on the other side, and it doesn't matter how far away you might feel that you're right now from your goal. Keep on going. Okay, I'm going to have a special segment on that as well, but I want you to know you're not alone. There are so many people around you. It's just a matter to finding the right support and help. Love you dearly. Okay, speak later.